Internet is annoying. I'm gonna go to bed here soon, but I'm gonna probably about a half an hour or so because it takes a while for these to load sometimes. But um, uh, well, half hour is actually pretty decent for me to get loaded online. But there you go, Caleb. And so I'm watching basketball. I'm watching the Trailblazers and stuff. And who are they playing? Pelicans, yeah. That one kid having a time. He not happy. Oh damn! And he missed that shot. No, I see what you got to keep you cool, man. He set a really good pick, and he got called for a foul on it, and then it pissed him off, and then he just had like two or three things in a row that just got him screwed up, and you can't do that. You got to just realize, hey, you got a bad call. You know, don't let it get the best of you. It's just basketball. It ain't. It's not like it's life or death. It's not like I used to get upset like that when I was a kid too. Because if people try to hurt people or try to do crazy, stupid things, that's a kid from McNeese, Shoemate, yeah. And so, but uh, I used to get upset too, but not as mad as these kids get. Well, I went to the parks and got beat up like a motherfucker, and pro basketball players used to uh, stick up for me and tell the other kids, "You think you good doing that shit?" Kind of thing. And ex Suns players used to, yeah. I can't remember the name of the dude. Well, I didn't remember it. He never really told me his name. Everybody just said he used to play for the Phoenix Suns. I was like, wow. But he's real cool for me. Cool to me when I would go and he was there and he'd stick up for me and make sure, and then tell all the black guys that's bullshit. You guys just hidden being bad to this kid because he thought I was Mexican, but because he ain't black and he's better than most of you. It's like better than all of them. Yeah, I was. He said that too. He's you're good. This is hard. Yeah, but I kept going out there. Tell Rocky. Rocky told me not to. I was 20. She was 16. Yeah. Went down there and shot up hoops, and she sat and watched. And they were all talking shit and about how you think all that and how they're gonna hurt him and stuff. She said they're not the best basketball players in town. You don't need to go play with them because all they want to do is hurt you because they're jealous of you. But I agree. I see you can play, and she knew that. It was pretty cool. She was a very mature young woman. She really was. It was just right people, wrong time. Same thing happened with me and Edna. I was sitting there listening to Feelings by freaking talk to the girl at the pizza place when I picked up the pizza. I was listening to the song Feelings by Morris Albert, and no, I understand the song. I don't. It's not. I don't wish I never met you, girl. You'll never come again. To me, she was like gonna be the love of my life, and a baby daddy who was a drug dealer and a liar, lied and threatened to kill her and then lied to her and stuff, and it kept us apart and we never got to be together. And it's kind of one of the most tragic love stories of all time. It's very much like Romeo and Juliet and stuff. And we were kept apart by people doing foul things. Yeah. And it was very sad. Yeah. She was a sweetheart, and she was spiritually a good person. Life may have been hard on her and probably tore her apart. And if we had been together, I don't think we might have had at least a little bit of time together. I don't know how the military would have let that handle and how it would have worked with us. I don't think it worked into their agendas to try to. It didn't to get the children they wanted to plug into computers. Sorry, I said it. I didn't mean to. I know the word has no, I know it's wrong to say, and yeah, I am. Wow. Yeah, shit. My brain is all discombobulated right now. I'm thinking this. I sat there and watched the thing about that they posted about Jennifer Lopez being on The View. It came up on the thing. I can't remember. I looked at something, but and then I went and it said that stuff happened to Joy. Then it's with Whoopi, and I was like, "Is this shit for real? Or are they just making this shit up just to bring in views?" Right. So I tried to find information on it. And then I went. It just went on for videos and videos and videos. But of course, I watch the ones with the kids because they're so cute. They showed the one when they talk to, and you don't know. I don't trust nobody. I trust my prayer, but I don't trust nobody online. They'll do anything to get a view and to pay their bills and get money, and instead of stand up for a Lord's Prayer, which is insane, but they're addicted to it. They like the quote attention it brings. The best attention you can get is caring and adoration and love from a faithful human being. That's the best attention you can get. That's that young man when I got my Epsom salts and stuff talking. I said, the best protection, the most healthy thing in the world is faithful love. And we all know that. And not having faithful love is unhealthy. There's no protection. Faithful love is the only thing that can keep us all safe and keep us all healthy. And so it's I sit there and watch all that stuff. And the one thing I watched, one where it was the evolution of Jennifer Lopez. And I had to do a picture with you, so cute, the little braids with the little cheese, so cute. And of course, I watched the one with the tight pants. That one cracks. I watch that one every time. It cracks me up. It's like stupid. Fallon's funny. He's just, he has some shit, and I'm like that kid, man. He makes me laugh. He's funny, but they do that a lot. What's his name? This guy's name? Will Ferrell. He makes me laugh. He has that Don Knotts quality, and I'm sure Will Ferrell would say that's not an insult. That's a compliment. Oh, Don Knotts and Tim Conway just used to make, and Carol, the faces they would make. Oh my gosh, they just have you laughing so hard. They could. It's a gift to be able to help people just laugh. I was a service. I was with a kid from the Philippines named Andrew Vidari, and he reminds you a lot of George Kutakai from Ed Brown's son from Chico and the Man and Lieutenant Sulu. Andrew, I used to get in trouble all the time when we were marching because I'd look over I'd return and I'd look, and Andrew would look at me and he'd go into a Russian march. And I'd start laughing. And then I'd get in trouble. And what are you laughing at? Nothing. And Andrew, he would do that, and he does it every time. I make him laugh. He never rats me out. He always laughs his ass off, and they yell at him. And he's, what are you laughing at? Nothing. Oh, he was funny. Oh, no, Andrew was hilarious. Oh, he was the house mouse, and he was funny. He was very mischievous. Oh, he used to make me laugh so hard. Him and Mark DiGiovanni and Coughlin. Coughlin was from DiGiovanni. He's Italian. They were both from Mississippi. They used to get me in trouble all the time, too, because they'd get into Mississippi jokes. And I'd be laughing, and they'd be like, Bars, what's so funny? Nothing. Oh, they were funny guys. Oh, they made me laugh really hard. You have to have the guys like that when you're in basic training and shit. I tell those guys that just do shit that make you laugh so hard, you almost pee yourself. It's just funny. You got your. Oh no, lots of dudes. I told you guys Chris Pashan doing the "I can't smell Fauci" thing in class, and I get yelled at. I like to laugh. No, it never got me upset. I never got all they doing is yelling at you. It's not. Andrew wasn't, he was just trying to help break the tension and have something to laugh about and have some fun with his friends and shit. It's not like he had sex with my girl and took pictures of it and posted on the internet, shit like that. Like what happened to me with the assholes at Fort Huachuca and then who are business partners with the assholes here. It was nothing like that. And so, ain't nothing like that, but people get there and make you laugh. They do some crazy shit. And on that other one, on those things with the "you fired," I think I told you guys about that. And it wouldn't be a big stretch for Kai Trump to have people in the military that would explain to, or be able to show you on the videos and stuff that but we had a young Mexican gentleman at Latch before Donald came out with The Apprentice. Yes, he would fire us. Me and Marcus, we'd try to get fired every day. Marcus, come up. I got fired 5 times a day. Okay, I'm going for 6. You fired. You fired. You fired. You fired. He used to fire us all the time. He was in a wheelchair. He was autistic and he was in a wheelchair. And we do certain things. He goes, "No, that's it. You fired." Because he wanted the girls. All the boys wanted the young girls. They wanted Lizette. They wanted, which I don't blame him. I was like, I would want them too. But he wanted all the cute girls, Leticia and Lizette and all the pretty little girls. And the little Ethiopian girl was gorgeous, beautiful. And she was always mad at her mom. And I had to try to explain to her, you're absolutely beautiful and you're here in the United States. And she's just trying to protect you. You feel safe here, but you're not always safe here. And you got to understand your mom's concern for you. And I know you're upset about it. And I know you're a young American girl, but you're just removed from Ethiopia. And your mom had horrible things happen to her and her sisters there. They circumcised their clitorises and stuff. Just because Haile Selassie's from Ethiopia doesn't mean all people in Ethiopia are good, right? And so I sat and talked to her and tried to explain to her to be patient with her mother and that her mother's concerns were out of patience, out of love, and not out of domineering and cruelty and stuff. Her mom came from and it was a different, she said, her mom's basic thing. And I said, I reassessed, formed it to her. It's like, you can't feel this safe in this country. You're very young, you're very beautiful, and people will try to take advantage of you, and that naivete to take advantage of you and could do horrible things to you. So your mom knows, she has experience from those kind of horrible things happening. So listen to that wisdom. I always just tell Patrick that. Everybody has all these movies about going in time machines and, Commando Taggart and all this, and you have time machines, right? You have dad and you have grandpa, and you can learn from our mistakes so you don't have to repeat them, right? I love you guys. I'm going to go to bed. We'll talk tomorrow. The meanest celebrity in the whole world. And I talked to her and she's crying. They're all like, she's just playing you. I know. I've heard that thousands of times. Fame is a very treacherous trap. Okay, guys? I love you very much. All right? Peace out.